G'day ladies and gents, it's your old mate, the AuzzieGamer, and welcome back to another episode of Let's F***ing Play Hitman 2. An episode that's been 7 months in the making. Jesus! My God, does time get away! In all seriousness though guys, I know that I kind of dropped the ball again. And for that, I am truly sorry. Words can't even begin to describe how... Okay, I deserve that. Let's call it even and get on with it. Today we find ourselves at the Global Innovation Race in Miami, Florida. Now at this point, you may be wondering whether or not 47 is a race car enthusiast. To which the answer is no. We are simply here to eliminate two targets. Robert and Sierra Knox, a pair of oxygen thieves that happen to be blood related in that they are father and daughter. Sierra Knox is apparently an avid race car driver and as such is currently competing in the Global Innovation Race in a car designed and manufactured by hers and her old man's company, Kronstadt Industries. Robert Knox, as far as I care to explain, is a cunt. So let's get on with bringing about the pair's untimely death, shall we? Today's adventure begins at the Kronstadt Expo Center, a building that is rife with assassination potential.
Hello.
What the fuck is wrong with me? There's a guy by the name of Ted Mendez hanging out just outside by the marina that will soon be of importance to us, but for now, we're going to gain access to the building by discreetly breaking into the side alleyway. It appears that an unexpected security camera has caught us in the act of trespassing. Which means that there's almost certainly going to be a security guard arriving shortly to escort us from the premises. So, it's a good thing that I've brought along my trusty black almond dagger to demonstrate just what to do in a situation such as this.
Hey you! You're off limits.
I don't believe in limitations, mate.
I need you to follow me. Are we clear?
Crystal. How does it feel being employee of the month now, cunt? Okay, so this time, let's shoot out the camera before we make our way past it. Probably a better idea. Ooh, a lead pipe! And now for a lovely, uninterrupted jog up this staircase. Employees only, you reckon? Fuck that shit. Well, what do we have here? An empty sink! Let's fill her up, shall we? This ought to trigger someone.
That better not be the sound of a sink overflowing in the next room. Fuck's sake! When will the bloody cunts around here realise that water is a precious resource and we shouldn't be...
Hey mate, what are you gonna do about it? Alright, so straight off the bat, we've got ourselves arguably the best disguise in Miami. As a Kronstadt security guard, we can go pretty much anywhere, which for the short term is directly upstairs.
Yo, hold up, security guy.
Yo, what's going on, mate?
We are authorized to use deadly force here.
Really? How's that for deadly force, cunt? Well, hell, seeing as though the stairs are clearly out of the equation, let's instead jump out of this window and climb our way upstairs using the conveniently placed outdoor plumbing. Perla! Now that we've reached the upper level of the building, let's have ourselves a bit of a look around. After climbing back into the building through the next window, we find ourselves in a security room, which is perfect because we can take this opportunity to delete this... Which is perfect because we can take this opportunity... Which is perfect because we can take this opportunity to delete the surveillance... Fuck! Which is perfect because we can take the opportunity... Which is perfect because we can take this opportunity to delete the surveillance evidence and ultimately... Which is perfect because we can take this opportunity to delete the surveillance... Fuck's sake! which is perfect because we can take this opportunity to delete the surveillance evidence and ultimately disable all cameras going forward. Thank fuck! Finally got it out. And what do we have here? Shotgun! So if we make our way right down to the end of this corridor, we'll eventually find ourselves in what I believe to be Robert Knox's office. On the right hand side of his desk, we'll find an electronic access dongle, which is going to come in handy very shortly, so we'll go ahead and pick it up. Whoa, watch out! Tough guy enforcer over here. Alright, mate. You know, you've gone and twisted me arm. Yeah, you have, mate. Yeah. Excuse me, mate. I've got some serious wood here.
Don't!
I also have an erection. What's going on, mate? Where are you running off to?
We both heard that crack.
Don't let him get away!
This is what happens when you leave shotguns lying around, boys. G'day, mate. You'll have to excuse me for a sec. There's a fuckhead in the hallway shooting at me back.
He's hitting 9 out of 10 right now.
9 out of 10, you reckon? Looks like it's 10 out of 10 now, fuckface. Sorry about that, mate. You know how it is. How's it going anyway? Looks like you're having a bit of a bad day. Join the club.
You know what happened?
Yep.
Who did this?
Yep.
Wouldn't be you, would it?
Oh, yep. Jesus Christ, we've blown his fucking hand off. His left hand, to be precise. Ah, well. He's all right now.
Are you in any way involved in this? I'm talking to you.
Ah, here we go.
Hey! You didn't hear me, sir?
Oh, I heard you all right. I'm just not going to dignify your retarded question with an answer.
We are authorized to use deadly...
Deadly force my ass, cunt. Robbie, my boy! This isn't the time for a workout, mate.
Oh my god!
Robert Knox down.
You know what? That is some seriously incompetent security detail you had there, buddy. Oh, and look at this guy. Surely he's got to have some kind of ace up his sleeve. Come on, mate. Let's see what you got.
Regroup and hit hard.
Yep, alright. Seems promising. Oh my god.
Over there!
That was pathetic.
So on the wall, just next to Robert Knox's desk, is an air conditioner control panel, which is used to control the temperature of Robert Knox's office. I know, right? Who would have thunk it? The short, rather uninteresting story to this situation is that Robert Knox suffers from dry eye syndrome and therefore prefers to keep the air in his office relatively humid to avoid experiencing eye discomfort. Pussy. In the very likely event that his eyes do start giving him grief, he's got some eye drops in the bathroom just outside the security room that he's stupidly left sitting out on the counter. So, naturally, we're going to poison the cunts, and then adjust the AC in his office to dry the place out a little bit.
Hi, everyone. Warm day today, huh? Told those idiots not to mess with the AC. Where are those eye drops?
Jeez, why don't you sook about it a little bit more, mate? Alright, Flog. Let's go and pop a couple of eye drops in. That'll make you feel all better.
Robert Knox down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire.
I bet he didn't see that coming. Ah yes, the old plugged-in power board in front of a water dispenser scenario. I feel like we'd be silly not to see where this goes. There we go. And now just to duck around this corner and wait for Robert Knox to show himself.
Everything is going according to plan, Mr. Knox.
What's up, security guy? Seriously, does anyone know this freaking guy? You're pushing it, son.
Robert Knox down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire.
Well, that was a lot simpler than I imagined. Ah! And here we have a security guard standing right in the center of our electrified death trap. Seems like a relatively safe thing to do given the circumstances.
Oh shit!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you okay?
Mate, the cunt was electrocuted head to toe, literally right in front of you, and is now smouldering on the floor. No, I don't think he's okay.
I can't. I have so many things I need to...
Are you okay, mate? Ah, an innocent lab geek. Perfect. Little does this guy know it, but he's about to help us commit several murders.
Hey, I need some help over here.
Yes, that's it, buddy. You go and get some victims. Help for these poor, unfortunate people here.
I read you, Command. Understood. Bagging and tagging.
Whoa. Hey, you've been in an accident, okay? I'm gonna get some help, but just don't move or anything, okay? You're gonna be okay.
The guy wasn't even standing in the puddle. This is fantastic. Oh god, he's just spotted the dude's pistol. It's not a suspiciously out of place pistol, mate. The cunt just dropped it when he died. It makes total sense, but okay, yes. Please go and inform another security guard about it. I'm sure that'll go fucking perfectly. For me, anyway.
Oh my god!
Whoops!
What are you, some kind of troublemaker? Did you do this?
Me?
Sir, I'm talking to you, sir.
You guys are fucking terrible.
Yo, hold up, security guy. Who is this guy anyway?
Mister, you will get hurt!
Trust me on that one.
Jesus Christ. Does anybody else want to die of stupidity? Eh? You again, eh? Why don't you make yourself useful and go and get me another victim?
Hey, I need some help over here.
That's what I fucking thought.
Alright, boys, it's time to...
You know, at some point you'd think that they'd realise that they probably shouldn't set foot in the electrified puddle that's killed several fucking people already. Hey mate, don't you think you ought to let the poor blokes know when you go and get them that there's a live puddle in the centre of the room? Probably a useful piece of information, seeing as though they keep running in and fucking killing themselves.
Holy shit! I need help!
Oh, I bet you do, mate. How you going down there, Robbie? Dead, obviously. Never really felt the need to install any RCDs in the building, mate? Didn't need them? Never thought you'd use them? Fair enough. Why is this guy walking in so calmly? Aren't you worried about the sight of dead bodies, mate? Or have you got something more important to attend to?
Why would you leave something like this behind?
You're joking. After all this fucking time, someone finally comes in to get the pistol.
Understood.
Fuck yeah! The guy that knew that the puddle was electrified, the guy that's been going to get every single security guard in the fucking building, steps in the fucking puddle. Oh, fucking brilliant.
What is this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Anyone know this man? Hey, you know this fella?
Oh, this guy's literally talking to the fucking corpses.
That's enough.
Couldn't agree more. Well, that's 5 minutes of our lives that we won't get back. I'm sorry, ladies and gents. Alright, it's time to get back to the business end of today's video. After all of that nonsense, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd totally forgotten that we swiped the access dongle from Robbie's desk in his office earlier. Well, it's time for this little bad boy to come into play. Let's retrace our steps back down the corridor and follow these red cables through the storage room and outside to where we gained access earlier. we find ourselves next to a satellite dish with a laptop alongside it. Here we'll use the access dongle we acquired earlier to gain access to the laptop and sabotage the satellite dish. Which will result in old mate RK coming out to fix the problem. He'll eventually move from the laptop to the satellite dish, which will place him in a very precarious position on the edge of the building. But we won't strike just yet. No. Instead, we'll wait for him to notice Sierra's car coming down the raceway.
Ah, there's my car.
Knocks down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire. Both targets down. Well done, 47. Head for an exit, and we'll speak again soon.
Perla! Talk about killing two cunts with one stone. Now all we've got to do is climb back through the window into the security room, head outside through the door, pick the lock to the helipad, and use the helicopter to get the fuck out of there. Well, the old silent assassin ranking as per the usual. I reckon we'll leave it there for today, ladies and gents. There are a few more bits and pieces that I wanted to include in today's video, but we'll revisit Miami in the near future and go over them then. So although I said that Ted Mendez will be of importance to us, for now, he's surplus to requirements. Which, of course, means that we'll just blow that motherfucker. Score fucking I'll see you next time.